But when I got there, I was like, kind of like looking around, trying to like feel it out, see who was there. And there was this one guy that like stood out because he was so tall and he was tan, had a good body. He was like hanging out with all of his friends at this one table. And I kept looking at him and kind of like, making like flirty eyes. I kind of like smiled at one point. And he like wasn't really giving me the attention, which I feel like made me want to talk to him more.
Yeah.
And he was just like intriguing to me. So I kept
Did he
like
give eyes back?
He like smiled and that was kind of it. And then the more drunk I got, I started obviously getting a little more ballsy. And then at one point I was like full on looking at him, like waiting for him to look at me. And when he did, I like did a little wave. And I saw him like say to his friends like, all right, I'm going to go over. And then he like walked over and he said hi to like me and my friends. And then they kind of walked away. So it was just me and him. We maybe talked for like 30 minutes. He was super cool. He was like telling me what he did. He lives near me. Like really cool guy. Seemed great. He was like, oh, you have beautiful eyes. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like thought he was just being like nice and flirty. Okay. Anyway, ended up seeing him later that night and the next day. And slowly but surely realized that like for one, he's 10 times more innocent than I could ever be. Like I even said like, I feel like I'm pretty innocent compared to most people. But he like, I don't even know how to explain it.
You don't think it was an act? Like you actually think he's just like
no, it's not
innocent.
an act. He's full on innocent. He is like a big nature person. He said he's like a hippie. And I think he meant that in like a joking way. But like also he started talking about recycling. And I was like, I don't recycle.
Was he wearing recycling shoes?
Recycling shoes.
Right?
I think he was wearing like recycled shoes. Like they were made from like recycled water bottles, which like great. That's super cool. But it was more so the thing of like, I started to realize how different we really were. Like he wasn't like this like cool, like the best
cool douchebag.
Yeah. Like like when I first saw him like looking down at his abs and I was thinking like, oh, he like kind of is obsessed with himself, but like in a hot way, like I kind of like that like douchebag attitude. No, he wasn't like that at all. He said when I brought that up to him later that like the first night I met him, I think he was like, oh, I probably just spilled something on myself. I was like, oh no, this isn't who I thought it was. And like I feel bad. Like I don't need to like mean to knock him at all. It's just like I feel like to a point I do like someone to be not mean, but like
they need to have like some sort of like kick to them, like spice. Like there was no spice
like,
to him.
Here's a few like little kickers that were like, really, I was just like, no. For one, I think maybe the second night that I was there, he texted me "Good night, beautiful" with a kissy face. That's too much. Like I don't even know you. We've never even like talked more than like an hour combined of all the times I've seen him there. Like I think we saw each other at 3 different places. And I was just like, that's too much. And then he started saying, like, if I don't see you again, like, I want to take you out when we're home. And, like, that was cool. I was like, honestly, like, I kind of considered it. I was like, even if maybe we, like, don't fully, like, mesh, like, maybe it'd be something cool to do. I really don't know, though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one of those things that even if, like, if you know right off the bat, like, this isn't somebody you'd be interested in.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to go and he's just talking about fucking, like, hippie life and like recycled goods and you're just sitting there like
questioning
okay,
my we were literally in the middle of the bar drunk and he starts questioning my recycling habits, saying like, you don't recycle glass? And I'm like, what? No, like I don't know. And then I don't know, like you can just tell he's like so nice that it be like immediately right away and like complimented him and like so into you that you're almost just like, whoa, like that's too much.
And then you said he was following you around the last night, right?
So I was there 3 nights. I went out, and the second night, we were at this like huge place that has like so many bars and stuff. And like, I remember I saw him. This is so messed up, but like I saw him and I hid, and I was like, he's gonna see me and he's not gonna want to like leave my side, so I need to run. And I like tried to hide, and then I ended up running into him, or maybe I just went up and was like, all right, I'll just go say hi, and I did. And then he was kind of like walking with me and he was like, if you just need some space, let me know. And I was like,
yeah, like, to me, it's just like, what do you mean if you need some space? Like, once again, like you said, like, you don't know each other. Like, if you have to ask somebody in the fucking second day of hanging out with them and you're not even in your hometown, like, do you need space? Like, I know. Yeah, you know what? I think you need to take 85 steps backwards.
Well,
sir.
I said, and I don't even know if I was very nice because I was drunk, but I know I said to him, I really just don't think this is the place for me to be talking to you.
That's actually fucking hilarious. I'm proud of you for saying something.
And he was like, okay, like, that's cool. And that's the thing. He's so nice. Like, he's so nice. He was just like, sure, totally fine. But like, I know I am like a fucking picky bitch. I am. Like, I'm not.
Well, you know what I'll say? I think that it takes going through a lot of fucking shitty people to be appreciative of the
someone
nice people. Nice. So it's like, I feel like eventually, you know, you'll hit a time in your life where you're like, fuck, like, I'm so done with this bullshit. Like, I just want somebody who's nice. But at the same time, you're young. You're looking for something like fun and like spicy.
And I wasn't looking for that. Like, I was looking for like,
you're not looking to settle. You already were in something that's like quiet and calm. You don't want that.
Like, and I was like, if we're here at the beach, like, your friends are here, my friends are here, like, cool, let's say hi, let's like hang out for a minute or two, get a drink together, but like, we don't need to stay together the whole night. You don't need to cling to my side. Like, it was that type of thing. Like, I don't know, but I like almost feel bad, but at the same time, it's just like, that was way too much too quick, and I was like, let's just cut it off here.